wake up, we get to see two teams that have already proven that they're the best in the region, and we go all the way to a Game 5. My goodness, does it feel good to be back at BlizzCon. Unitas Blue and Unitas White, we only got room for one more of in the tournament. One going to move through, and one will be sent home after this matchup right here. The gates are now open.
Yeah, everything on the line for both of these teams. Unitas Blue, are they going to play aggressive like we saw in game number 1? Are they going to play a little bit more of a conservative strategy like we saw last game? Unitas White, they're going to have to deny them every step of the way if they want to stay in this tournament.
Unitas Blue are fighting nail and tooth to stay on that stage. They just want to stay in this competition at all costs. Josita Jones pulled off some miraculous defensive play in that last game on Dalaran Sewers. Can he do it again? He's in a 3 versus 1. Shadow going to escape crowd control to reverse the pressure for his team, but he's actually the one who's falling behind. Josita Jones incredibly low on health at this point in time. Shadow connects some big heals. Josita Jones going to recover, but BlizzCon is on the line. Their entire year's efforts on the line in one match.
Yep, good denial there by Yoski, managing to find the pummel on the Ring of Frost and then dropping the War Banner for the Polymorph, freeing Oxygen from crowd control, and now it's Unitas White that wants to get aggressive. Stormbolt onto Shadow, but there's no more crowd control to be found, and now Unitas Blue, they're going after Yoski once again, a full blind sap onto Oxygen. Yoski, how are you going to survive this one? There's not too much damage rolling. That beautiful, intimidating shout denies Unitas Blue every step of the way.
Great disruption by Unitas White. Ironbark is going to stabilize Yosk for a few moments as he charges forward to get the kill. He has to trade down by the sword, though. He's overextended. Rallying cry, very low health, smoke bomb, denying follow-up. That Gladiator safeguard shield, the only thing protecting Yosk at this moment in time. Unitas White blow up their entire defensive lineup in that attack from Unitas Blue, and this is the first time that I will say in this series that Unitas Blue have the lead.
Yeah, Unitas Blue, they are looking good. Yoski, what is he going to do? He has to really balance defense and offense in this situation. They're actually going after Aiden instead. Polymorph over onto Shadow. Aiden trades out the evasion. He's got no more defensive cooldowns. He's used quite a bit to get aggressive in this match, and I think Unitas White, they really want to punish that.
Greater Pyro attempt there by CMD, not able to find it, but Aiden is still low. He's pushing forward. Yoski's trying to punish this aggression from Aiden. Will he be able to force him back? They're not winning the mage race onto Josito, so they're trying to catch a target off guard. Shadow has more than enough options. Shadow is charging forward. He gets intercepted. Oxygen sneaks away in stealth to avoid Hammer for a few moments, and then pre-Iron Barks it. Nice read by Oxygen. Yosk, though, he's on the run, leaping to safety to War Banner to the follow-up, disarming the Rogue. Yosk playing out of his mind in terms of defense, but it may not matter if Unitas Blue can overwhelm him with pressure.
Uh-oh, Aiden is in a lot of trouble. Shadow, he's going to have to keep him alive. He does have the Divine Shield, of course, and the Ultimate Sacrifice, so there is cooldowns, and maybe Unitas White, they're wasting too much time onto Aiden. I think they have to go back onto Josita Jones, get control of this game. That's what they found success in game number 2. In game number 3, once again, Unitas Blue, they're going after Yoski. They want to overextend him in this game, pull him away from Oxygen. That way, Oxygen has to push forward, and it's much easier for them to get crowd control.
Big push here from Unitas White. This is match point. Josita Jones shuts them down with a double Dragon's Breath, but ultimately, will they get the follow-up? They do. Cyclones on Shadow into a full Polymorph. How are they going to deal with the crowd control? They have options, but they can't afford to make a mistake with them. Josita is trying to hold out without trading too many significant cooldowns, but it may be a risky decision at this point in time as he hovers below 50%. It doesn't matter. Aiden's making the power play. Full blind. Yosk is in trouble. It's match point. Unitas White face elimination. Can Yosk protect himself? Leaping back to the pillar. Spell reflecting some spells to avoid death, but Shadow and Aiden are in hot pursuit. Ironbark may not be enough if Unitas Blue can chop through it. Oxygen is doing everything that he can in these final moments to keep Yosk alive. Unitas is blue. They're damaged. It's just not stopping. CMD trying to stall it with the Dragon's Breath, buying a few moments, and somehow, someway, Yosk makes it out.
Yeah, Yoski manages to survive. Beautifully done there by Oxygen. Evasive maneuvers. And now, right now, Unitas White, they need to get aggressive. Right, you can see CMD setting up his team. There's a Polymorph over onto Shadow. Ring of Frost onto Aiden. They're going after Josita Jones, but he still has the Cauterize as well as the Ice Block. There's a lot of defensive cooldowns available for Unitas Blue. They might be able to get one right here. Pummel over onto Josita, but the Ultimate Sacrifice trades, and Unitas Blue hold on.
Disarm on Aiden, trying to stall some pressure here and allow Yosk time to breathe. Crowd control has been dropped. Oxygen should be able to recover. And now Die by the Sword is available for Yosk. So if I'm a Unitas White right now, I am brushing the sweat off my forehead. Their defensive cooldowns are back and available. They will be able to deny a lot of kills, and now they have a significant lead. But who are they going to go after? They've been spending a lot of time on Aiden, but perhaps they should go back onto the target that's worked for them in the past, which was Rosita Jones. And that does look to be what they're trying to do. Unitas Blue, they're cowering around the corner. They know they face elimination. They are trying to restabilize and formulate a game plan here for the rest of this match, because this is the longest game we've seen between these two teams. I'm not sure they're entirely comfortable. A swap onto Oxygen. He's caught in cat form. Double stun combo. Yosk there to save the day with a triple intimidating shout. Yosk is playing absolutely insane on the main stage.
Yeah, but that being said, I mean, Oxygen, he's used his Barksian. Rosita Jones has Combustion. Aiden, he's got the Vendetta coming up. I think Oxygen's going to be in a lot of trouble. If Unitas Blue can just hold on a little bit longer, there's nothing left for Unitas White to keep Oxygen alive. They just have to hold on another 20 seconds for that Vendetta, and I think Unitas Blue, they pull the trigger with it all in, they'll be able to take Oxygen down.
They stun Shadow on his big heal. If they can remove it with a spell steal, he's going to go for it. Big Holy Light onto Josito connecting, and Smoke Bomb attempt here by Aiden. Maybe a bit of a bait, because the Smoke Bomb, oh, he's going to respect it. Big respect, though. That wasn't the Vendetta. Aiden has a huge opportunity to carry the team in just a few moments on the next crowd control. Vendetta could easily close it out. This match, this is series. BlizzCon is in Aiden's hands. He can pull off with huge damage, but he's falling behind. He may be overextended. He may have overstayed his welcome. Is he going to get chopped up before he can pull it off? Down to 50% and stunned up. Shadow needs to pick him up. He needs to be on point here, but Aiden's disarmed. He's being stalled. They want to go, but they can't. They're being forced back.
Yeah, there's the vanish. Right now, Unitas Blue, they don't have much time left. They have an opportunity. They push forward. Actually going after CMD. I think this could be a little bit of a mistake. Unitas White, they're completely stabilized in this situation. Dragon's Breath over onto Yoski. Aiden's still low. He's already traded out the Cloak of Shadows and the Evasion. He is the most vulnerable target in this match as they make an attempt over onto, actually, Shadow, that was just ultimate sacrifice damage being traded out onto him. Unitas Blue has managed to recover. Unitas White, there is the full blind. CMD with no ice block, no temporal shield. Unitas Blue, they might be able to take him down.
All right, CMD with no ice block, only cauterized, but that is going to tick down pretty quickly at 10% dampening. Oxygen is running out of mana. Both of his teammates are in dire situations in terms of cooldowns, but Shadow equally so. Aiden not with much left. Yas going for the kill here potentially. Rosita is still low on health. Double polymorph attempt here back off that spell reflect. Now Aiden in a lot of trouble with a 3 versus 1 as his entire team is polymorphed. Storm bolted with a Cyclone. This could be the game-winning kill. Rosita Jones shuts down the whole team for just a moment. Will that moment be enough for Shadow to recover? And it's looking like it will be. Aiden at 10%. Big Holy Light comes in. Aiden Shadow steps over. Stuns CMD. Rosita though gets Cyclone. He can't support. Temporal going to tick away. And he is going to stay alive. You can tell this is coming down to the wire. They're facing elimination. They don't want to throw away an entire year's work in this one game. And it's too close to call at this point.
Look at Oxygen. At some point in this game, he's going to have to sneak away and look for a drink to recover his mana. I think he's managed to do so right now in cat form. But Aiden is actually being taken down in the meantime. He's getting low. So making it all in. Push on to CMD. Oxygen recovers just a little bit of mana. Trades out the Iron Bark to keep CMD alive. And now it's Aiden. He has to hold on just a little bit longer. Finally, the evasion rolls up as well as his Cloak of Shadow. So now Aiden is in a situation where he's going to be completely fine. And Unitas Blue can look to get aggressive.
Unitas Blue, I actually can't believe it. They're maybe going to be able to pull it off here. Switching gears, going from all in to more of a conservative strategy, dragging the fight out and trying to find a window of opportunity, which could be here and now if they find further crowd control, which Rosita Jones does. Oxygen is polymorphed. He is unable to heal. Yosk is trying to stun Aiden to deny damage while Oxygen sits through it. Then Yosk leaping back to safety, denying the kill attempt from Unitas Blue once again.
And Aiden, he is in a little bit of trouble, but he's the one getting pressure rolling over onto CMD. Dragon's Breath lands onto Oxygen. Rosita Jones trying to set up his team, but he gets denied. Nicely done there by Yoski. We are at 21% dampening. Things are spiraling out of control for both of these teams. CMD, that temporal shield doesn't do anything. No. They're just shredding through the Iron Bark. Finally, Oxygen manages to find a big heal, and Rosita Jones is now on the back foot, Sid.
Unitas Blue just need to keep it together a little bit longer. They need to kill CMD in a 44-second window. Otherwise, CMD will have ice block and be able to deny a kill as it immunes damage onto himself. Aiden knows that. It's a race against the clock to stay alive in BlizzCon. They need to kill him here and now. 30 seconds away on this attempt, but Yosk shuts them down time and time again. But Polymorph has been found. Aiden is in trouble. This could easily go down to a 2 versus 2 if Aiden is not careful. Shadow's going to respect it. Oxygen's now blinded up. War Banner stalls the crowd control for a few moments. Now Oxygen is stunned up. 17 seconds away. 16 seconds away from CMD's ice block. Can they push for it? Ironbark, but he gets caught on a Polymorph. The Ironbark may not matter. 10 seconds away. 8 seconds away for it. Can they gun down for the kill? Cloud9's about to trigger. 4 seconds away. 3 seconds away. 2 seconds. 1 second.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god!
Zeta Jones, they might be able to reverse it. A miracle for Unitas White. CMD holds on. Absolutely beautiful. And now Unitas Blue, they cannot believe what just happened. CMD just got so lucky, but that was really well played by Unitas White.
He's still in trouble.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, Unitas Blue, they're continuing this pressure in the match. Oxygen's almost completely out of mana, and I don't know if CMD can pull that off again.
I think they're just going to overwhelm him. Unitas Blue crush it out in game number 5.
My goodness, we kept saying Unitas White was in the driver's seat, but Unitas Blue just walked right up to that metaphorical car, hijacked it, and stole the CD player for good luck as well. CMD almost able to hold on there, but he's not going to be able to do it. Well played by both of these teams. A fantastic series, and as we see Yas taken down, just think about everything he was able to do to extend time and time again. A good double fear for good luck as well. Yas looked fantastic.
Yosk had an absolutely insane performance. He was the target, he kept kiting around, he kept interrupting all the CC chains with the war banners, but at the end of the day, Unitas Blue, they came back strong and they found the mage window to take down CMD. Beautiful execution there as well.
My heart is still racing from that ice block. It's not very often that you see moments like that on the main stage, Fenrique.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely beautiful. I mean, both of these teams can, hold their heads high. That was a beautiful series, and I have to say, an excellent way to start off the AWZ at BlizzCon.
I mean, either way, both of these teams deserve the win in that series, right? It's not very often that you see that. I'm very excited that we got to start off today with Unitas White and Unitas Blue. It's very clear, Supatis, how they were able to establish their footing as the best in their region.
Well, year after year, these two regions in particular have been rising, and I can't wait to see them in the future.
Yeah, and this moment was such a crucial moment here. Oxygen actually does a little bit of a mistake there, getting caught up in that polymorph, and CMD, temporal shield, he's got the blazing barrier, he gets the frost nova there, and he's just trying to run for his life. The cauterize barely procs, he gets a few more steps, and there it is. He gets the ice block off on 1% there, Fenrique, and of course, at the end of that one, they managed to ride that momentum and take him down. Beautiful, beautiful kill here as well. You can see CMD just running for his life, but Aiden not giving up on that pressure, and that's how it goes sometimes.
Why'd you bring up Fenrique?
Yeah,
He got the ice block. He was in the ice block. Yeah, so,
we're back.
Yeah. We'll save that clip. We'll send it to you. You can watch it. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to use this spell. But let's ultimately talk about what we think this squad is going to be able to do now throughout the rest of the tournament, right? Because we got a pretty solid amount of insight into what they're going to be able to play. I think the best way that we can actually hear what they think they can do in the tournament is to talk to them. Let's jump down to the main stage.
Hey you guys, I'm here with Aiden of Unitas Blue. Now that was in a very intense series, game 5, really long intense game there. How do you stay focused to win?
I mean, the first 2 games we lost, we had like a lot of mistakes, so we just talked about it and fixed it, so we were like just ready. We just needed to fix our gameplay and get the win.
Now we saw you guys lose to Cloud9 in the offline games. How did practice go yesterday to prepare for today?
Well, after we lost, we started practice more and trying like other stuff. But yeah, I mean, we won now, so we like more prepared, so we learned from it.
Now you guys are the only team from the LATAM region here. What does it mean to play on the BlizzCon stage for you guys?
It means a lot. I mean, it's kind of a lot of pressure to represent everyone in here and trying to do as best as you can. But yeah, I mean, we're here, we're doing our best, and I mean, we're gonna try to go as far as we can.
Well, I think you are certainly representing your region well. Congratulations once again. Back to you guys at the desk.
I think they're doing a darn good job of representing their region. What a fantastic series. And now the question is, how far will they actually be able to go? And you start talking about the previous matchups. They're just sharks in every single portion of this bracket. You have your Cloud9s, you have your Method Blacks, and how are you going to be able to get through teams like that?
I mean, it's BlizzCon. Every single one of these teams are absolutely phenomenal, so it is difficult, but I think this team in particular, as they move forward, they have a composition that allows them to play really, really aggressive, and I think it is that type of composition that normally does decently well at BlizzCon. So I think if they keep playing well, like Aiden said, it's going to be looking good for them.
And what's the other thing that's absolutely crucial to be able to take down any LAN tournament, especially one that's as high stakes as BlizzCon? It's being able to make those small adaptations mid-series, not waiting until after a series, and sometimes even in-game. Whether it is your target, you have to find ways to get off script, especially when somebody else seems to be pulling ahead. And we saw that from them already. We're going to be seeing what they can do a little bit later on, but now we need to keep moving on forward in our bracket. It's going to be ASUSTek versus Team Medicine. Let's start gearing up for that one. Whoever moves forward from this series has to play against Cloud9. So what do you actually think about these two teams going head-to-head, Zico?
I love Team Medicine. These guys, I was watching them when they played against Method Black. They managed to take a game by deleting Raikou in a smoke bomb. They play Rogue Mage Priest very, very aggressively. I really love how their Priest plays. He kind of just stays back and does a lot of damage, and that kind of enables the Mage and the Rogue to just do their thing. So I'm very excited to see their RMP again. And of course, ASUSTek, they are, RMD primarily, but they also have that Shadow Priest Rogue waiting in the wings with the delay. So I'm excited to see maybe RMD versus RMP and see how that goes.
Yeah, I think as well, when you do look on the side of ASUSTek, I think maybe a little bit surprised that they did drop down the way that they did. We're going to talk about that and plenty more when we get back. We're going to set the stage right now. We are going to allow our two teams to get ready to go head-to-head. And keep in mind, folks, it is elimination series after elimination series here on the main stage. Congratulations to our team that was able to move on after a grueling series. But next, we got to put two more teams on the chopping block. You don't want to go anywhere. BlizzCon 2019 is already off to a booming start.